Hey guys, Connor from the Ticket Stub, and you are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe, and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Hey, welcome to Keeping Up with Conroe, hosted by Visit Conroe. I'm Jody. And we are here to highlight upcoming events and local businesses in the area. We are here live on the second Tuesday of every month at 11 a.m. and the show airs afterwards on podcasts, YouTube, Facebook, etc. So tune in regularly to Keeping Up with Conroe. So you're here with me today.
Yes, I'm here again.
Shannon is in Ireland, and we're both kind of jealous. But
yes, we are.
Yes, I'm excited you're joining me.
Me too.
We have some pretty cool guests today.
Yes,
we're going to talk about some beers, some kings, and maybe a catfish or two.
Yes.
It's, we've got a busy couple months coming up. So today we have Katie with Bears Etc. here.
Good morning.
Hi. How are you doing?
Good.
Good. Okay, so tell us a little bit about Bears Etc.
So Bears Etc. rescues exotic animals out of the pet trade. So bears, lions, tigers, monkeys, all of those animals can be bought from breeders as a part of the exotic pet trade. And so we help to find placement for them while we're fundraising to start the first bear sanctuary in the country.
That is awesome.
I'm very excited.
Yes, and we're going to have it right here in Montgomery County.
Yes.
So how many bears do you hope to have in the sanctuary?
Our initial phase 1 is 15 to 25 acres, so we're looking at 10 to 15 bears,
Right.
depending on age and size and,
Right.
and species. There's several species of bears, so it just depends on, how we have to build enclosures for them will depend
Right.
on how many we can house.
So you already have the land.
No, not yet.
Oh, yeah,
we're
you're working-
fundraising to get the
Okay.
land. Yes.
And then, so it'll be an enclosed area where the bears can live comfortably for
Yes.
the rest of their life.
Yep. Giving them a piece of the wild.
Right. Okay. So
nice.
I know. I love this. I love this idea.
I can't wait.
I know. And so I was looking on your website and I was saw there's a food forest that you're trying to create. What is a food forest?
Okay, so I'm a 5th generation farmer, and I'm all about sustainable living. So part of our mission statement is being a sustainable community-based organization, right? So if we can build a food forest, which is like a garden where all of the plants intertwine, so to speak, like basil interacts with tomatoes and you have better flavored tomatoes and
Right.
basil. So with that, we build a food forest. So all of the trees and all of the crops and everything that we grow will be helping each other out and how they grow. And then with the pollinator refuge that we add to that, we have
Right.
those pollinators that will come and pollinate all of those foods. And we can have a self-sustainable food for us to be able to be a sustainable organization, to be able to feed our people, because there are veterans kind of in that long-term dream, and sustain a bear. A black bear alone will eat 40 pounds of produce a day.
Wow.
So
That's a lot of produce.
Yes. So we already have a relationship with the Montgomery County Food Bank,
Right.
and any food that they can't give to people, we can take and use. But then we can also, any food that maybe is going to go, we pick it today and the bears aren't eating it well, we can give back to the community as well. So it's kind
yeah.
of like that whole
It's a good trade program.
circle,
Yeah.
that we'll be able to do with that. So
That
we're
is
very
so
excited.
cool.
That is so cool.
I love this.
Yeah.
So when you rescue bears, where exactly do people have them?
Yes. So different ways that they have them. There are facilities that we call roadside attractions across the East Coast that have them in concrete pits. There are people that have them in their homes. There are people that have them in their backyards and dog kennels. It just depends on all different things. So I'm from the Midwest originally, and corn cribs. So if you go down 45, if you're going to the Woodlands, on the west side of the road, there's a Mia's restaurant.
Stable.
They have a corn crib out front. So it's a 20-foot diameter circle, basically.
Oh,
and
I've seen it.
Yes, and that's what a lot of the bears, lions, tigers, cougars live in
Wow.
the Midwest. They buy these farms and then house these animals in those corn cribs.
My goodness.
So yeah, the last at my last facility, the last bear rescue that I did was out of one of those corn cribs. She lived in that corn crib for 22 years of her life. So she has since passed away after living her best life at the Black Pine Animal Sanctuary. And then a lot of the 20 by 30 dog kennels are, what we've rescued a lot of bears out of. Our most recent rescue was 5 bears out of Northeast Texas. The gentleman had them and he was dying of cancer and had no one to continue to take care of them. They were in kind of a 20 by 30 concrete bottom. So
wow.
If they can basically hold them, that's what they live in.
Oh my goodness.
And if they are a private owner, then they're not regulated, so to speak. If they're open to the public and charging admission, then they're USDA regulated. But USDA standards are basically they can stand up and turn around and lay down. So there's not a lot of that structure there to be able to regulate how. If you have a good USDA inspector, then obviously they're going to want more for that animal. And we have great inspectors here for the Montgomery County area. But, across the nation, I can't speak for any of those because I don't know any of them. I would hope that, they would want what's best for the animal.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, that's cool. And you're going to give them a place to run around and play.
Yes.
Yeah,
To be as wild as possible. Yep.
So how did you get started with bears, etc.?
I started when I was in high school, working at a veterinarian who saw exotics, and I met a gal who then had a backyard menagerie, and that's where I met my first 2 bears. They were retired circus bears. And then I went to vet tech school at Purdue, minoring in wildlife management and natural resources, knowing that I wanted to work with exotics. Became a zookeeper and then became a groomer because zookeepers, vet techs don't really make a whole lot of money. So even though zookeepers have bachelor's and master's degrees, they still don't get paid a whole lot. And not a lot of people know that when they go to the zoos. And so from there, I came back full circle. The facility that I had originally worked at, volunteered at, became a sanctuary. They saw the need in that just having these animals wasn't enough, that they needed to become a true rescue. They don't buy, sell, breed, or trade or seek out animals for entertainment. And I became the manager there. And so that was dream come true. And then learned so much more about the dark side of the exotic pet trade and the black market for those the bear bile and the parts. A tiger is worth more in pieces through the black market than it is alive in our country. So just things like that I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start this. So I moved down here 5 years ago. And said we're gonna do this. So
and you have a board of directors. So
yes.
And that you all work together and to grant write and try to come up with some fundraising ideas.
Right.
And so what all are y'all trying to do? What ideas do y'all have?
So right now we have Oktoberfest coming up, which is my most favorite because I've always wanted to do it, but all of the facilities I've worked at have been focused on other animals, even though my last facility had bears. It was lions, tigers, and beers. And I'm just but what about the bears?
Right.
So we're doing Oktoberfest. This will be our second year.
Okay.
Last year, we had about 1,500 people, so it was great. A lot of support from the community. And it's held in downtown Montgomery. We have a barbecue cook-off. We have a vendor area. We have kids area. We have People's Choice Awards, so you can actually pay $5 and get a boat and go around and taste from all of these amazing cook-off teams. Wow. And then this year we have added lawnmower races. So I'm very excited for that. So they're non-motorized lawnmowers. The mowing deck and the motor has been taken out of it. 2 people push, 1 person drives, and down and back through the obstacle course. It's a double elimination. First place gets an award, and then best team spirit gets an award.
Aww.
So 2 and team spirit are encouraged.
That is awesome.
So get your business out there and show it off.
When is that?
October 12th.
And it's going to be in downtown Montgomery.
Yes, around the community center.
Okay.
Fun.
And so
Yes.
do you have any restaurants that have already confirmed?
Not yet.
Okay.
So
we need restaurants.
we need cook-off teams.
Cook-off teams, yeah.
Yes, we have one cook-off team so far.
Okay.
So I've got a couple more on the fence, but a lot of
Okay.
those guys, they check their schedule and they watch the weather, and they're like, if
course.
it's nice here, they won't go to like other places.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we're hoping to get. Last year we had 4.
Okay.
So we're hoping to have a lot more this year.
That is so cool. Well, I like
fun.
food, so
Yeah.
anything with food.
Yes, everything's surrounded by food. And the fun thing too is there's a snow cone stand that's right there, snowballs, and they do the New Orleans style shaved ice. And so if you go get a snow cone that day, 20% of the proceeds from that
that's
gets back to
awesome.
us. And Divine Dogs will be there, and so it's just great. All the community support that we have for this event.
Right.
Will
So-
there be any animals at this event?
No, because we don't believe in using animals for
Okay.
entertainment.
Okay.
So we won't, have any there. So
Fair
to
enough.
know.
Yeah.
That is very
And a
cool.
lot of the animals that we rescue, or actually most of them, have been neglected or abused by people. So that's the other side
Yeah.
of that. If we're giving them their piece, and it's actually a PEACE, not a PIECE, of the wild, the sanctuary is peaceful, and we promise them that they can just live their lives as what they were meant to be.
That is
So,
very
yeah.
cool. So do you have any other fundraising events coming up after that?
March 22nd is still in the works, but we have announced it. We're doing a bare naked birthday bash and poker run. So naked NEKKID for all you Jeepers out there. So we are lining up. I still don't necessarily have the place right yet. I need to find a big enough place that can hold a lot of Jeeps, convertibles, motorcycles, and just big trucks,
Right.
for this event. And we turn 3 years old as a nonprofit in the state of Texas. You have to be 3 years old before you can gamble as a nonprofit. So raffles and stuff like that.
Yes.
And so we'll be 3 years old, so we'll be able to have a raffle, do the poker run. And the fun thing is I'm a member of 3 of the chambers in Montgomery County. And you be able to sponsor this, you have to be a chamber member. And then the poker run people go to your business and pick up their poker card, and then are back by 2:00. It starts at 10, be back by 2. So they go to all of the businesses in our community. Remember, community based. I want to make sure
Yeah.
to give back to those people that
Right.
are giving to us. And so come back at 2. Team with the best hand gets cash payout. And then we'll have a raffle, silent auction, live auction, and we already have the ice cream and cakes donated.
That's
So
awesome.
that's pretty amazing. And we're going to have a big birthday bash for Bears Etc. for their third year. So I'm very excited for that. The big auction item that we've been holding on to for quite a while, about 3 years, is a trip to Africa.
That is
It'll be one of the
amazing.
live auction items at our event. So
That's
it'll
amazing.
be pretty cool.
So we definitely need live and silent auctions.
Yes.
Auction items.
Yep.
So anybody listening,
Yes.
can contact Katie.
And we're still trying to get that all together. We'll have sponsorships and all
Yes.
of that stuff available coming soon, probably after Oktoberfest.
And it's a tax write-off, both
Yes,
events.
yes,
Tax write-off
yes.
because you are a
Yep.
nonprofit.
Yep, exactly.
That is awesome.
So yeah, then we have some little things like we have a T-shirt fundraiser online right now, working on an art show potentially for next summer. We have art from previous animals that we've worked with. Animals,
that.
Yeah, animals
sounds
painting
fun.
pictures is a part of their enrichment program at several organizations.
Yes.
And I have some of that art from my previous animals. So I wanted to be able to show people what they can do. And so we'll have like an art and wine and
Yes.
cheese thing. So working on that for next summer too.
I've seen artwork from other animals, and that is the coolest thing. I mean, I love it.
Yeah, and to
so
talk
fun.
about how
Yeah.
they paint, like 2 bears that I just was working with previously. One's a boy and one's a girl, and it's so funny how the boy just went in and was just like rah, across the paint, and the girl was like so dainty. And you'll see the difference in their pictures when we put their pictures up. It's just amazing. Like it's just so cute.
Like a
All of
typical
their
boy
personalities.
everywhere.
Right, exactly. He had paint all up his arm,
Aw.
and she just, was dainty with it and stuff. So it's really fun to tell the stories behind those animals too, because most of them are from the sanctuary world. So, and to tell their stories, and that helps people to know why Bears Etc. exists as well. So. So yeah, and part of our why just happened this month. An organization in California and an organization on the East Coast, Virginia, was shut down. The place in California, they shut down per their board. They have 470 animals. Over 100 of those are big cats and bears. They had 47 chimpanzees.
Wow.
The place on the East Coast, they have over 100 animals, mostly big cats and bears. And the other sanctuaries are full. There's a huge need in the United States for exotic animal sanctuaries to provide placement for these animals for the rest of their
So
lives.
where do they go?
A lot of the other sanctuaries are hustling and bustling to move animals in order
Right.
to help and take on. I know that the Exotic Feline Rescue Center took on 6 cats, 3 lions, 3 tigers, 4 cougars. Is that, no, 3, 6, 9.
Wow.
I can't do math in my head
Right.
right now. They just arrived.
I can't
in
do math ever.
Southwest Indiana. Yesterday they announced, I know that other peers have taken on some of the cats already, but it's a struggle right now for these sanctuaries to do this. And I just saw that down from 5% to 3% the other day. Animal organizations across the country, 3% of donations every year given in the United States go to animal charities. So that's not just dogs and cats,
Yep.
that's, the animals too. So you divide that 3% among all of these animals in need, and there's a
Right.
lot of people in need too. Don't get me
course.
wrong, I support a lot of those organizations as well, but there's a huge need for the exotic animals right now.
Right.
So yeah.
That is amazing. So how does someone help you? Is there opportunities to volunteer?
Sure, yeah. We need help with our fundraising committee, and I know people get scared of that, but it's not. It's ideas. It's laying it all out. It's not necessarily asking, for money, because we're huge on not necessarily asking for money.
I love that
but
about you.
being-
We talked about that the other day, and
yeah.
I love that.
Being on the ground, boots on the ground in the
Yes.
community, doing things, because that's what we can do. We can't necessarily give money, so we give our time, and that's what I'm asking of people. And then we do have a donate button on our website and on our Facebook page. Right now, we're looking for produce donations because some things fell through for the current tortoises and turtles that live with us. So produce donations are always accepted, because right now the food bank gives us a pallet box at a time, and we just can't handle our compost pile and stuff like that. It's too much for us to feed, and
Right.
it goes bad. So it's not necessarily sustainable for us at this point.
Right.
So produce, and then we have Amazon Smile, which gives back 0.05% of your purchase if you
Right.
choose us as that. But even better than that is we found a business in the Woodlands called GivePack, GIVEPACK. And they are a business that supplies businesses with their business needs. So whether it be paper, toner, ink, cleaner, whatever you
Right.
need. And if you sign up through them to get your office supplies and choose Bears, et cetera, as your organization, they give us 2%
Wow.
of the entire order. It's not just off the top of the proceeds. It's 2% of every order gives back to us.
That's a lot of money. That can add up quickly.
Yes. So if you need business supplies, go to givepack.com and
Okay.
choose Bears, et cetera, as your organization, and they give us 2%. So that's an easy way to be community based when
Right.
organizations do that. The month of October, if you call and get a quote for insurance through Shannon Salisbury State Farm, so you can't have previously been a State Farm person. So if you just call and get a quote, and say, I want my quote to, this is from Bears, et cetera, they'll give us $10 for every quote.
Oh,
You don't even
wow.
have to purchase insurance through them.
That is
so
cool.
that's their way of giving back to us and believing in
Right.
us. So there's just little things like that make us a community-based,
Right.
self-sustainable organization living out our mission statement.
Right.
It's just so easy and so great to see all of these different businesses finding ways to give back. So
Right.
we appreciate it.
That is
So,
cool.
how can someone reach out? What is your website, your socials?
Our website is www.bearsetcetera.org. You can find us on Facebook, Bears ETC. We're also on Instagram.
Okay.
We're on Twitter. We don't tweet well. So bear with us, literally.
No pun intended.
Yeah. And our phone number and our contact information is all on our website. If anybody has any questions, we are a very transparent organization about what we're doing and where we're going. All of the money basically is going to either taking care of our current animals, which is tortoises, turtles, a mallee or mastics, a parakeet, that we've rescued over the last 2 years, and to our capital campaign to raise money. I don't take a paycheck from the organization, nobody takes a paycheck from our organization. So it's about the animals and taking care of them. So, and getting that property so we can give them all their piece of the wild.
That's very cool. Is there anything else you want the viewers to know? Did we miss anything?
Oh my gosh. Don't go and support places that use these animals, pay to plays, because a lot of the bear cubs are coming out of the pay to play thing. So if you pay to get your picture taken with a bear or a lion or a tiger or a wolf cub or something like that, those animals are pulled from their mom at 2 to 3 days of age and bottle raised. And at the end of the season, if they're not auctioned off or they don't find a home, so to speak, which it could be a canned hunt, it could be to a person, whoever the highest bidder is, they're euthanized at the end of the season. So that's the reality of this exotic pet trade at these roadside attractions and stuff like that. If they kept the animals that they had there as babies, they would need hundreds of acres and they would have hundreds of animals, but they don't. They stay at a sustainable number of animals. So that's the biggest thing, because if we can prevent them from needing sanctuary, then that's when we're good. So, getting the education out there of where these animals are coming from.
Right?
Absolutely.
Well, thank you. Everyone that's listening, October Fest is coming up in October. So contact Katie if you have a cook-off team and get out there and cook. And I might come out there and eat.
Yes. Come out and eat.
Good.
Oh, my gosh,
Good.
yes.
Well, thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me this morning. I always enjoy coming out.
Good. Okay, well, we're going to take a quick break, but stay tuned. Up next, we'll be visiting with Marlena from the Texas Renaissance Festival. You're listening to Keeping Up with Conroe, hosted by Visit Conroe.
Statistics show that 1 out of every 6 Texans struggles with food insecurity and hunger. And many people don't eat enough fruits and vegetables every day. The Better Living for Texans program is here to help you learn how to make healthy menu choices, save money at the grocery store, prepare quick and delicious meals, get more good nutrition in your day, and get more physical activity. Classes are fun, friendly, interactive, and free, and taught in English and Spanish. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
Hey y'all, it's DJ Mike from Dance Time in Texas. Join me Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. as I count down the top 10 Texas Red Dirt songs that are packing the dance floor. I'll be featuring local artists and the story behind the hits, shows in the area, as well as new songs that make you want to dance. It's Dance Time in Texas with DJ Mike on Lone Star Community Radio, 104.5 KCZW and 106.1 KZCC, Conroe, Texas, or online, irlonestar.com.
Don't forget to download the Lone Star Community Radio app from your Google Play or Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM. That's Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1. If you are on the computer, bookmark irlonestar.com as your internet radio station. A Lone Star Community Radio. Broadcasting 24/7 from the heart of downtown Conroe, Texas. A Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
Is there someone you know who is hooked on vintage aircraft? Follow the Commemorative Air Force and its fleet of World War II planes, including the mighty B-17 Flying Fortress Texas Raiders, which is based in Conroe, Texas. Texas Raiders tours locally and all around the United States, offering the public a chance to put their hands on aviation history. What could be a more perfect gift than a flight on a historic B-17? Taking to the sky on the iconic bomber is an experience that will never be forgotten. For the touring schedule, Reservations or more information, go to b17texasraiders.org or call 855-FLY-A-B-17.
And we're back. You are listening to Keeping Up with Conroe. I am your host, Jody.
And I'm Rebecca.
And with Visit Conroe, we have Marlena Solomon with us discussing the upcoming Texas Renaissance Festival. Now, who is excited about the Renaissance Festival? We've been talking about it in our office. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. So you're new this year.
I am.
Okay. So now what is your official title position?
So I'm the marketing manager at the Texas Renaissance Festival.
Which is such a fun job. I can imagine that being so cool.
It's a lot of work.
It's such a
I'll
big
let you
event.
know after the season how cool it is. But
Right.
No, it's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of fun to be on the back side of the business
Right.
side of the festival. I've been a patron for over 10 years.
Right.
So, enjoyed every part of the festival, and then you kind of learn what happens on the other side and all the preparation it takes.
Right.
And it's just a different world, but I'm excited for the 45th anniversary season.
I can't believe it's been 45 years. I mean, obviously,
Wow.
it's older than I am, but obviously.
No comment.
It's like way older.
So are they doing anything
It's not really
special
older.
this year for the 45th anniversary?
So what we did is we have 9 themed weekends instead of doing the Bacchanal weekend, which some people are very sad about, but we're doing a return to the Renaissance. So it's kind of looking back at the last 45 years. It's a segue into our 50th, which will happen in 5 years, obviously. So no, but it's really exciting. I mean, our founder, George Quillem, is involved in the festival this year. He'll make checks of all the vendors and all of our cast and make sure that people are speaking the King's language and that we're attired properly. So it's going to be really exciting. And I had the opportunity to visit some of the other Renaissance festivals in the country. I went to Michigan and I went to Pennsylvania last weekend. And just being able to see the difference and obviously if you've made it to the Texas Renaissance Festival, you've made it as far as the Renaissance Festival circuit goes.
Right.
And so it's really cool to, see the differences, but come back and really appreciate what you have here in Texas.
It's a great event. I mean, we're proud to partner with the Renaissance Festival. We're going to have an activation table in a couple weeks, and we're really excited just to be a part of this. So what are the dates this year?
So we open on October 5th. We're open Saturdays and Sundays. We close on December 5th, and we're also open on Thanksgiving Friday. So instead of dealing with the hassle of going shopping on Black Friday, come up to the Renaissance Festival and have some turkey legs and close out the season with us.
And shop there.
That's what I do. That's totally where I go.
Some great Christmas presents
It's
can
all
be
about the
purchased
shopping.
there.
I mean, you have, 500 vendors that you can shop
Right.
from, who have unique artisans who make all kinds of stuff that you can't get at the mall
Right.
or order on Amazon. So it's pretty cool.
And I just talked with someone this last weekend. I was actually at the Sam Houston tailgate, and somebody had come up as we were doing our Visit Conroe booth, and somebody said we had Renaissance Festival stuff out there, and they were talking about how their sister is getting married at the Renaissance Festival next year. And I think that is so cool that you can get married out there.
That is the thing, that we have 5 wedding venues at the festival. We have 2 reception areas. We are talking about building another venue out on the campground site, which is 200 acres adjacent to the festival. But that will be used for off-season weddings. So that can be used as, the reception can be held in the ballroom out there, where we currently have our after dark during the season, and then they can have their wedding. But yeah, I mean, we have tons of weddings, and not everyone dresses in garb or costume, as we call it.
Right.
We have very traditional wedding parties, brides in their traditional gowns. Sometimes a guy will wear a kilt or what have you, but it's not just for the Renaissance themed wedding.
Right.
It's for very regular weddings.
Traditional
But
weddings.
You can go as fun as you want to.
Right.
I mean, it just depends what you want to do.
I think
to know.
it would be a great venue. I mean, it's outside the box, but you've got the room for a big wedding, and you've got, it's already built and it's out of the way. And
additionally, we have proposals. 2, we have hand fasting ceremonies. We have vow renewals.
That's
Not
awesome.
vowel renewals, vow renewals.
vowel, yes.
You can exchange your AEIOU. No.
Yes.
But so we have a lot of events, around groups and corporate outings and things like that. So there's a lot going on. When I went to the festival in Pittsburgh, they have one chapel. So to have, the Rose Garden, the English Garden, and the Wedding Chapel and the Basilica is all really exciting to have, just so many places that people can exchange their vows and have a special day with us.
So you said corporate retreats. People can have bonding events there or team retreats there.
Yeah, I mean, everything from corporate picnics. We have, a lot of people who are requesting corporate picnics and events. We also have team building that they can do. They obviously would qualify for a special group rate, depending on if it's 15 or more.
Right.
We have catering services. They can rent costumes. They can send their people off and do games and rides and shows. And so, but it's a lot of fun, and it's exciting for us to offer that, a different team building kind of experience for companies in the greater Houston area.
Yeah. So we talked about the 45th anniversary. I will get my numbers right. I told you I can't count. There's too many numbers for my fingers. Are there anything else new that's going on out there this year?
We have some new entertainment. We have full armored combat, which is going to be kind of like what you see on the TV shows when they're just like going at it with battle axes and swords and things like that. We're welcoming we're re-welcoming, I guess that's a word, an act called the Dublin Harpers. So that's a whole family, from adults to young children who are harpists. So that's pretty cool. They'll be on the same stage at the Cloisters in the Green that the full armor, not at the same time, obviously. But the full armor combat's gonna be taking place. That would be kind of weird. And then we also have, and I always get this wrong, Opal and Jade. They're going to be at the Red Lions Tavern, and that is an adult-only show, so we don't recommend. We do have a new website that we launched earlier last month, and so it gives you the opportunity to plan your visit, to go to different vendors, to see different shows. We have it very clearly marked what shows are appropriate for kids and families and what are not.
Right.
So just to keep an eye on that. We have camping, obviously, out there, family camping and, regular camping. We have glamping if you want to rent a tent, or we have cabins that you can rent and...
I'll take the cabin.
Y'all have everything.
The cabins are air conditioned.
Nice.
FYI. But I think glamping would be cool too. And of course we have the After Dark, which has different themed nights on Saturday nights, and so that's, another thing added out there. We probably have about 20,000 people camp per season.
Wow.
At the campground. So yeah,
it's a lot of people camping out there.
They're set up on Friday and they come Saturday and Sunday, and they can leave, Sunday evening, afternoon, or Monday. They can pull up stakes. Some people leave their RVs or their tents or whatever there and
come back Friday.
Yep. Every weekend's a different weekend. So.
Right.
For someone who may not know, can you tell us the location and the address of the Renfest?
So we are located off of 1774, FM 1774 in Todd Mission. We recommend that instead of coming up through 249 from the south, that you come up 45, you cut over either on 1488 or on 105 and cross over and come in from the north. And it sounds like it's a roundabout way to get there, but with traffic and construction that we have going on, it's the best way for you to get there and not be stressed out.
And y'all have billboards. I see the billboards all the time with the arrows.
Yes.
Where to go.
Yes.
You can't miss them.
And traffic is a big thing for us, because we don't want people to be so frustrated by the time they get to the festival that they just don't want to have a good time.
Right.
Because they've been in their car for an hour. So, make sure that you log into Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. The website will have updates, but Twitter will be our main platform for social media to give live updates about what's happening traffic-wise and what's happening with the weather. Because what's happening maybe in Conroe
is not
happening. I mean, I went from the festival grounds and it was raining to the campground and it was like no rain. So, I mean, even within a half mile, it can be different.
That's right.
So, just because it's raining where you are, it doesn't mean that you can't still come and have fun with us in lovely Todd Mission.
That's correct. And, and 1775 is a 2-lane road. Is it not still?
for the most part.
Yeah. So just
They're working on it.
yeah, they are working on it, and but just everyone needs to just remember that everyone's trying to get to the same place, and
Yes, and don't come. Either come really early before the cannon sounds at 9 o'clock when we open the gates. There's usually at least 1,000 people waiting to get into the festival grounds, or come late and stay late. Come around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Enjoy our fireworks, which is our Royal Fireworks is presented by Top Dog, and it's like one of the largest fireworks displays that you'll see, and we do that every night of the festival. So
you have fireworks every night.
every night.
That is so cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't
I thought
either.
it was just weekends.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
every night of the festival.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday,
Yeah.
Sunday. Yeah. So, how many people annually attend the Renaissance Festival?
So last year we had just over 500,000 people come through the gates.
That's
Our
a lot of
goal is to
people.
have about 40,000 people come every day that the festival is open, which is a great goal that we strive for.
Right.
Especially the first and second weekends are a little rough just because it's really hot still then.
It's a little warm.
Which is funny because I always came opening weekend. There's something about opening weekend and
Yes.
Oktoberfest, and I love it. Maybe because the crowds weren't so big.
Right.
So, but we have 1001 Dreams, which is also known as Fairy Weekend. It's very bright and colorful. When I have friends who have young children, especially girls who love the fairy wings and stuff, I'm like, bring them that weekend because it's just so colorful. We have
Right.
heroes and villains. We have Barbarian Invasion, Return to the Renaissance. We have a Pirate Adventure Weekend, and then we have our Highland Fling, and we close out with our Celtic Christmas. So a lot of fun,
So
a
are
lot
all
of different
these
costumes
themes on the website that people
They
can.
are. They are. They can see, when the themes are, what the dates are, and But you don't have to dress. If you
Right.
have a costume you want to wear, anything goes.
That is the Renaissance rule. Anything goes.
It really is. It really is. And, we have, great security on hand for both traffic and security within the festival grounds.
Right.
I know that that's been, a concern with some of these large public gatherings, with things that have happened recently. But, we have a lot of a great comprehensive plan in place. And so everyone is, going to feel safe and secure and welcome when they come to the festival. So
That is cool. So you're saying the first and second weekend are usually some of the less busier weekends. So.
Well, if you want to call less busy, 25,000
I mean,
plus, but yeah.
You're still best friends with everyone. You see them everywhere.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Exactly. And those are, Oktoberfest, again, we're going to crown the king and queen of the brew because Brigadoon Brewery, our on-site brewery, has a naming contest for their brew every year, and so they will tap the keg and name the king or queen of the brew that first weekend, and again the second weekend.
We might have to go.
Is fairies and warm beer and lederhosen. All right.
Okay, well, warm beer.
Well, no, it doesn't have to be warm.
I was like, so this year, as we did last year, Visit Conroe partners with the Renaissance Festival. And so what that means for us is that we're partying together. We're, collaborating with some great ideas. We have our hotels listed on the website.
Yep.
Come stay here. It's convenient. Just hop on 105 and drive straight out there. On both of our websites, we have links for all of our hoteliers. And so, but also that means that tomorrow we are going to do a King's tour.
I'm so excited.
I know. We tried this last year and it was super successful. And we have some new fun locations this year. So you want to talk about that?
Well, you can talk about where we're going to start out,
Yeah,
and then
so-
I will join in where I know where we're going.
So tomorrow, we will start at Pacific Yard House at maybe about the 12 o'clock hour, and then we are going to have the King's Feast, and we're going to sit down and have some lunch and enjoy the King at Pacific Yard House, which is one of the very cool downtown destinations. And then from there, we're going to go to City Council, where we are going to just remind City Council about the upcoming Renaissance Festival and how they need to come and see and hang out with the King himself. And then from there, we're going to geocache a little bit. Wow. Yeah, we might have to. Geocaching's a big thing here in Conroe, and we're pretty proud. We have our 1-year geocache birthday party, anniversary party coming up next month. So I think the king should geocache. Maybe Veronica can help him cache in our office. She's our office geocacher.
Nice.
And so, yeah, then we're also going to go to the library.
Yes.
And, I mean, because the king reads, so.
Well, and I recommended that.
Yes, you
when
did.
we talked about
Yeah.
where can we go in Conroe, because, we were driving through Magnolia, and my husband was like, do people go to the library? I'm like, yes, they go to the library, and my kids go to the library. So, libraries are still a very important part of,
Very
the
much.
community and the face of the community, and they offer so many good programs for families and adults and things like that. So I was really excited that we're going to go to the library.
Yes, I know. I'm excited about that. I grew up in the library. I love to read. That's my
too.
thing. And Rebecca's traveled with me. She sees I like to read a lot. So library was a really cool place for me to be able to
Exactly.
have us go. So yeah, then we're going to go to,
We're going to Orange Theory
Yes.
Fitness in Conroe, which is super exciting.
Yes.
We're
It's
It's
going
going to be fun to see him working out.
We're going to get the king.
getting his fitness on.
Going to get the king on the rowing machine and on
Yes.
the treadmill, and maybe doing some TRX cables and free weights just to show off his guns. And
Yes.
for the 415 class, he's going to greet everyone and give them high fives as they enter the studio. So that'll be really
They'll
fun
love
and
to see him.
exciting.
I know. And then we're going to stop at Holiday Inn. And they're going to have some of their other people from their other hotels there. And so he's going to welcome them.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. They're going to have some people there. And then from there, we're going to go to Southern Star, where we're going to have the king's reception. And
That will be
so,
fun.
yeah. And then hopefully the king and some of his friends can come and join him. And there will be beer and food and giveaways and lots of fun stuff going on.
Yeah, we're definitely going. I believe some of our ambassadors are going to be joining us on tour, and they'll definitely be at Southern Star as well. We're going to have our prize wheel.
Yes.
We'll have our annual squishies, which are very exciting.
We love the squishies in our office.
So this year,
Sitting on my
new
desk.
is the unicorn
Okay.
You know I'm going to have that. I have
Okay, I don't
unicorn.
have that
and the
one.
sapphire gem, because it's our sapphire anniversary.
Yes.
So those are our two new ones. We have T-shirts. We're going to have tickets that we're going.
Yes.
that we're
I'm
going to
going
give
to be there.
away.
Yes.
Along the route, actually, we plan on giving
Yes.
stuff away
Oh,
throughout.
amazing.
So,
Yeah.
you should still
Find
join
us.
us for at Southern
Yes.
Star,
I'm
but
gonna-
we're going to be.
I might follow y'all.
Yes.
She's going to be stalking us.
She will. I can see it now.
Playing my stops.
Yeah, so it's going to be fun. Last year, the king and his ambassadors, they were so fun to be with at the tour, on the tour, and then at the reception. I loved it. And I was excited when you and I started talking about this again, because I think it's so unique to our little town. We have the Texas Renaissance just down the street from us, and we have that. Not many others can say they do, and so I love that we have this opportunity to partner together and continue to get the Renaissance out there to people that don't know or aren't educated on what it is exactly, and that it is family friendly, and anyone can go and have a great time.
Exactly. And, I think it's a misconception that everyone knows what the Texas Renaissance Festival is. It's true for the people who have, obviously we have our regulars and but I mean, the Houston area, including Conroe and Montgomery and all these other places, are growing so quickly. And, people are coming into and moving in that have no idea about the Renaissance Festival.
Right.
So, that's where we look to, get new fans and new people
Yes.
who want to come back every year and experience the festival with us.
So again, how does someone find out any information? What's your website?
So our website is texrenfest.com. So it's TEXRENFEST.com. It's brand spanking new.
Yay.
It's beautiful. We're so proud and excited.
Great.
We're on
Can't wait to
social
look at
media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You name it, we're there. So
And there's a link on the Visit Conroe page to the Renfest page. So,
Yes.
if you can't remember the name, but it's super easy. Texas
and if you don't feel
Renfest.
like camping, definitely check out the lodging and transportation. Well, actually, I think it's just lodging right now, but
Right.
the lodging page, and book your hotel with the Conroe hotels that we have here. They're great partners to us as well. We know that we want to keep our visitors and participants safe.
Right.
So, we're still looking into ways that we can safely get them to and from the festival if they need to. But, the Conroe hotels have been really, really good to the festival as well.
Yeah. But we're excited to have y'all, and we'll see you again tomorrow. So thank you, Marlena, for coming to visit with us today. We do need to take a quick break, but stay tuned. Up next, we'll be visiting with Stephanie from the the Conroe Cajun Catfish Festival. You're listening to Keeping Up with Conroe, hosted by Visit Conroe.
An estimated 1 in 10 births will result in a neonatal intensive care stay, also known as the NICU. Overnight, a family can find themselves and their newborn baby in a critical situation. The Mila Foundation financially and spiritually assists families in need. If you would like to volunteer or become a monthly sponsor, please visit us at www.themilafoundation.org. Again, that's www.themilafoundation.org, because every life matters.
Lone Star Community Radio is ready for the summer. If you or anyone you know is looking for a summer internship, Lone Star Community Radio is a great place to learn the radio and TV business. Contact the station at info@irlonestar.com or call the station's message line at 936-647-3776. Lone Star Community Radio offers a great opportunity to those interested in learning about the radio world.
A Lone Star Community Radio is ready for the summer. If you or anyone you know is looking for summer internship opportunities, a Lone Star Community Radio is a great place to grab the mic and be on the air. A Lone Star Community Radio offers a great opportunity to those interested in learning about the radio world all year round. Be an on-air personality, talk show producer, or YouTube, TV, podcast editor. Contact the station at info@irlonestar.com or call the station's message line at 936-647-3776.
From the beginning, the main purpose of the Cooperative Extension Service has been to change human behavior by teaching people how to apply the results of scientific research. By utilizing a holistic, multi-level approach, Extension family and community health programs encourage health and well-being for everyone. Addressing values, concerns, and needs with reliable science-based information, Extension programs help people lead healthier lives. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
Remember to download the Lone Star Community Radio app from your Google Play Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM 104.5, 106.1. If you are on your computer, bookmark irlonestar.com as your internet radio station. Lone Star Community Radio, broadcasting 24/7 from the heart of downtown Conroe, Texas.
And we're back. You're listening to Keeping Up with Conroe. I'm your host, Jody.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we're with Visit Conroe. Today we have Stephanie Walls with the Conroe Cajun Catfish Festival with us. Hey.
Hey.
So we have this little event coming up next month.
Little.
It's just a little one.
Just a little one.
And it may be the biggest downtown event we have annually. So what are the dates?
It's October 11th, 12th, and 13th. It's going to be a family fun packed weekend.
Yes, it is. Yes. So now, the Catfish Festival is award winning. We have some pretty amazing awards to spout about. So this year, the festival is coming, in October as the award winning Catfish Festival.
A lot of awards.
A lot, yes, from the Texas Association of Festivals and Events. And the best award was
the best mascot.
Best mascot.
Yes.
I'm a bee and Willie B and I'm a Fred. And so there was 9 awards last year from everything from best shirt, best mascot, best social media,
best poster,
best video.
Name badge.
Yes, our name badge. So We racked up really well last year.
And we're going to do it again this year.
Yes, we are. So we are the award-winning Conroe Cajun Catfish Festival.
Yes.
Coming back strong.
Coming back. And so this is a very special year. This is
Our 30th annual.
30th annual Catfish Festival.
30 annual. I cannot believe it's going to be our 30th.
I know. It's really cool.
30.
So are y'all doing anything special for the 30th anniversary?
We are doing, we're putting some pictures up, remembering back 30 years.
Yep.
It's really cool. It's going to be a mosaic, and I think there's going to be a video playing, but it's going to be some old pictures that we pulled back from since 1990, and just
There's like how many pictures? There's like 300, aren't there?
that we pulled.
Yeah, over 300 pictures put into this big 4x6 mosaic, and it looks like it's the Catfish Festival logo. But if you look closely, there's over 300 different pictures over the last 30 years, 29 years, 30 years. So it's really cool to see.
I mean, going back and pulling up all those pictures, it just brings back a whole lot of memories, because it has the Killers, and it has the Leos, and it has the Richards, and just people.
The J. Rosses,
and it just had
mean,
all the people in there, and it's just that, it started this, but.
including today. I mean, there are lots of our current, board president and the chairman of the Catfish Festival and the Walls family. And, we got Mac in there.
But it just shows all the stuff that they did in the past. They used to do a cook-off, a gumbo cook-off and, stuff like that. I think we should bring back some of that stuff and just see how it do like now. But
right.
Just something to talk about in the future.
Hint, hint.
All right, so who's on the lineup this year?
Our headliners are Pat Green and Kevin Fowler for our Saturday night lineup.
Yay!
Saturday
It's
night.
going to be a big night for Saturday night.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, it gets crowded down here.
Yes, and it will be this year as well.
And then, of course, everybody has requested Wayne Toops. And yes, Wayne Toops is back. Yes, finally, we have gotten Wayne Toops back, and we make everybody happy.
Right.
Will y'all be having the buses from the outlet mall this year?
Yes, the only buses will be only at the outlet mall. There will be no pickup at Target. Okay. It's going to be only the outlet mall. So we just got to stress that it's only going to be the outlet mall this year.
And so we have a great lineup, and we also have a special guest on Sunday.
Who is that?
It's going to be the Honorable Reverend Sleepy Ray. He will be on the DeMontron stage on Saturday at 1 o'clock. And for you all that don't know, that is City Councilman Raymond McDonald, who is an amazing singer. I've seen him at Pacific Yard House. So if you, for some reason, some crazy reason, you can't come on Saturday, you must come on Sunday. But everyone's going to be there on Friday and Saturday night.
So is there the carnival out there in the lot this year?
Yeah, that's, just because it's, it's so family fun and ordered because there's just, the huge carnival. We have a huge kids area. Kids interact, we got the reptiles out there, we've got the games, we got the kids stage. I mean, it's just fun for everybody here. It's just a 3-day fun field for everybody. But it's, the carnival, and the kids are out of school on Monday, so, even stay out all night Sunday, so.
That's right. Okay. And so we have the pageant.
Yes, we
on
do have
Sunday.
Mr. and Mrs. Catfish. It's on Sunday. It's $35 to enter, all the way up to, you can be adult in it.
Yep.
Well, I have some adults already signed up, so bring your little ones. You can come. It's $35, Mr. and Mrs. Catfish. If you win, you can ride around on our floats that we're in the parades. If you sign up before the deadline, we guaranteed the little kids to get a crown. What little kid doesn't want a crown?
Right.
So we always send them home with something, but they all love it. They enjoy it. It's not a glitzy pageant. It's just, Sunday best. They just, just proud to walk across the stage. So
have their name called.
Yes, and just, make their parents proud. So it's just a fun something for them to do.
Right. So this year, the Catfish Festival is working with a local hotelier, and there is a discounted hotel package. It's at the Holiday Inn, and on the website, the friendsofconroe.com website, it's on there. And when you book the room with Holiday Inn, you also get your tickets. So when you check in, your tickets are there, and all you have to do is just get to your hotel room, and you can book a one-day ticket. You go book it for the night, get your one-day ticket, and then it's actually the exit before the outlet mall. So you can just drive up to the next exit, park your car where there's no traffic, get on the bus, and drive back, and then you're right there. So you don't mess with the traffic, and you don't have to bother with your tickets because you've already purchased them. And so you can get that deal on friendsofconroe.com. And
then you click on, after you go to the Conroe, when you go to www.friendsofconroe.com, then you'll click on the Catfish.
Yes. Yeah, the Catfish Festival, which if you go to the Conroe Cajun catfishfestival.com, it goes to the same page. So it's all linked together. Me and your IT person's amazing.
Yes, she's great.
So how much are tickets?
Right now, tickets are, there's a special going on right now. Right now, that we have till noon tomorrow, all tickets are 30% off. Wow. Right now. Any any 3-day weekend, any general admission, it's all 30% off till noon tomorrow. And then they'll go back to $12 online, and then there'll be $15 at the gate.
Yep. Yes. And skip the line. I mean, obviously, skip the line and buy them online.
Yeah, that's what, we push that, skip the line, because it's going to be a huge line Saturday night. So I would, skip the line, $12 online.
And get there early. So will there be catfish? That is always the question.
We will have tons and tons and tons of catfish.
And over half the vendors have catfish, correct?
Over half.
Yes, some form of catfish.
There's one vendor that does nothing but catfish. So if you can't find catfish, please flag somebody down with a badge, and we will make sure you get catfish. I promise.
They will walk you there themselves.
Yes.
And there's something new that's going on this year is Blast Pass.
Yes, that's new.
And so it's cashless. So you just pay online and you get a card. So not online. Once you get there, you swipe your card and you put money on the card, and that way you're not dealing with cash or tokens or anything like that.
Yeah,
it's just on one card, and your whole family can get a card. And that way, you don't have to give tokens to a kid and they lose them. It's all on this card. And so then you can just go, and then they can tell you, each vendor will be able to tell you how much money's left on your card after you purchase. And then if you need to go refill it, you're more than welcome to go refill it in separate, any kind of denominations that you want, as long as they're dollar increments. And so that's new, and I think it's so much
really cool.
Yeah.
So you don't have to tote all them tokens around this year.
Yeah.
Fall out of your pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
really
just
cool.
one card. So
Yes, we're just trying. 30th annual, we're just trying something new and see how it works out.
That's right.
We think it's going to be okay for everybody.
I think it's gonna work.
Yeah. Hope that sticks. That sounds really cool.
Yeah, we're pretty proud of it.
I mean, if you have a couple kids, I wouldn't want them to carry around a bunch of tokens either. So.
Right.
Is that the only way you can have payment at the festival? You have to
For
get
all
the
of
card?
the vendors, the
Yes.
food vendors.
Food vendors.
All
Food
of
and
the
drink?
food and drink. So, but the arts and crafts vendors can
Yes.
pay.
The vendors that will be arts and crafts that will sell their own stuff, it's cash.
Yeah.
Or credit. I mean, they will be selling their own stuff. And we have some really cool ones coming out this year. So far, I have over half. They're filling up fast. So if you're interested in being an arts and craft vendor, I have, I think, less than 20 left, but I have some really cool ones. So you definitely don't want to miss out that part.
Yes. Okay, and then there's a new arts village this year.
Yes, there is. Fine arts.
Yes.
And I can't wait for that one because I'm really looking forward to that little tree guy.
I know. So tell us about the tree guy.
He carves. I guess he's carving a catfish out with the chainsaw out of a tree, and I want to see that
Saturday night?
I think
Saturday day.
Yeah.
Saturday?
And he carves stuff out of trees with a chainsaw, and I think that's gonna be really cool.
Right. And then behind
great.
him, there will be some fine arts. They've submitted artwork, and it's just another unique idea, and it's a great way to make sure everyone's included in the Catfish Festival. And so they will have their fine arts, and they are going to be able to sell them. And they had to send ahead of time to the chairman what kind of fine arts they're going to be selling. So
They're very pretty.
yes,
I've seen them.
See, so it's
and their
great.
booths and
That's
everything's
exciting.
all fancy and they're pretty, and it's going to be nice down
So
there.
come to a concert and get some artwork and see a catfish in a tree and
Yeah. I mean, it's all, you'll never know what you're going to see down here.
no.
It's downtown.
Yes. All right. So what's the website for everyone to get their tickets and their information?
www.friendsofconroe.com.
Yes. And just a friendly reminder that the Catfish Festival is a nonprofit.
We are a nonprofit organization. All the money that goes in goes right back out.
Yes. And it's to better Conroe.
Yes, a lot of it goes to nonprofit organizations back out, and where we, do it to, a lot of it is scholarships as well.
Yep.
We do the food bank a lot. We do,
Friends Feeding Friends this year.
yes, we're doing I always thinking it's Thanksgiving feast.
I know.
I always want to do the Thanksgiving, but we do a lot around Montgomery County, and we just, we don't toot our horn, but
Yeah.
maybe
It's a pretty good organization to be
Yeah.
involved
Yeah.
with. So
They're giving back.
yes. All right. So we hope to see everyone next month, October 11th, 12th, and 13th at the Catfish
it's always
Festival.
the second weekend in October.
And we will see Ima dressed out, ready to go. All right. So thank you for coming, Stephanie.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Want to know about the local hidden treasures? Looking for things to do in Conroe? The goal of Keeping Up with Conroe is to promote all that Conroe has to offer to residents and to visitors. So tune in monthly. We are here live on the second Tuesday of every month at 11. After the show airs, we will post on podcasts, YouTube, Facebook. So check out our website, visitconroe.com, or follow us on social media. Search @visitconroe and tune in regularly to Keeping Up with Conroe. Thanks.
Thanks. Bye.